Welcome to the Narrative Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Gerald Tapp. If this is your first time tuning in, when you get time, go back and view previous episodes. This episode is going to be about the woman who grew antlers every time she remembered her divorce. There's a woman in Hamtramck named Zora who grows antlers every time she remembers her divorce. Not metaphorically, literally. Bone sprouts from her templates curves upward like grief learning to stretch. The antlers aren't permanent. They dissolve after she sleeps. But every morning, she wakes with a sore neck and a deeper understanding of what it means to carry memory. She works at a thrift store. It smells like old ambition and forgotten birthdays. Her co-workers don't ask about the antlers anymore. They just hand her a scarf and say, "They're blooming again." It happened during a dentist appointment. Zora was lying back, mouth open, staring at the ceiling tiles, and when the hygienist asked, "Do you have kids?" Zora said, "No." Then remembered the moment her ex-husband said, "I never wanted them anyway." Her scalp tingled. Her temples ached. She reached up and felt bone. The dentist screamed. The hygienist fainted. Zora apologized. Said it was a condition. Said it was triggered by memory. She went home and stared at herself in the mirror. The antlers were pale, smooth, beautiful in a way that made her uncomfortable. She whispered, "I didn't ask for this." The antlers pulsed. Zora started keeping a log. Call it the index. Every time the antlers grew, she'd write down what triggered them. A song, a smell, a phrase. Over time, she noticed patterns. The antlers grew faster when she lied. When she said, "I'm done." When she smiled through discomfort. She realized pain wasn't just memory. It was dishonesty. Said the antlers were truth detectors. Said they punish performance. She stopped lying, started speaking plainly. Her antlers grew less often. But when they did, they grew longer. Said truth hurts more when it's honest. There's a juice cart on Joe's campus run by a man named Rafi, who claims his smoothies reverse emotional damage. Zora went there after a particularly long day. Ordered a turmeric ginger blend. Rafi asked, "What are you trying to forget?" She said, "The way he looked at me when I cried." Rafi nodded, handed her the drink, said, "This one's for remembering without drowning." She drank it. The antlers didn't shrink, but they stopped pulsing. said it felt like forgiveness, not for him, for herself. Zora met a man named Darnell at a flea market. He collected objects that hold emotional residue. A cracked mug from a breakup, a scarf worn during a panic attack, a mixtape made before a betrayal. He asked if she had anything to contribute. She gave him a photo, her wedding day. Said she didn't want to keep it. Said it felt like a lie. Darnell held it. Said, "This is heavy." Zora nodded. Said, "So am I." Zora started photographing the antlers, not for vanity, for documentation. Each set was different. Some curved like question marks. Others branched like family trees. One pair looked like lightning frozen mid-strike. She printed the photos and taped them to her bedroom wall. Called it the Bone Archive. She noticed patterns. The antlers grew sharper when she felt shame, wider when she felt grief. One set grew during a dream where her ex said, "You were always too much." Those antlers cracked the mirror. She didn't replace it. Said the fracture felt honest. Zora created a ritual. Every Friday, she'd sit in her bathtub, dry, clothed, surrounded by candles, and read old text aloud. Messages from her ex, from friends who disappeared, from versions of herself she no longer recognized. She'd read them slowly, let the words land, let the antlers grow. Said pain needs permission. Said transformation isn't passive. One night, she read a message that said, "You're impossible to love." Her antlers grew so fast, they knocked over a candle. She didn't flinch, just whispered, "Then I'll love myself impossibly." Rafi was still there, still blending emotions into pulp. Zora asked for something stronger. Said she wanted to feel everything without drowning. Rafi handed her a charcoal rose blend. Said it was for emotional excavation. She drank it, felt her stomach hum, her scalp tingle. The antlers didn't grow, but her spine straightened. Said it felt like standing inside her own name. Rafi handed her a napkin. It said, "Pain is a tunnel, not a tomb." Zora met a sculptor named Lily at a gallery that only displayed broken things. Lila sculpted grief using melted keys and shattered glass. Said she believed pain should be visible. Said hiding it makes it heavier. Zora gave her a broken antler. Lila held it like a relic. Said it felt like a confession. Sculpted it into a crown. Called it becoming. Zora wore it, her next collapse ritual. Said it made her feel holy. Zora started a group, not a support group, a transformation circle. People who carried pain in strange ways. A man whose skin changed color when he felt guilt. A woman whose hair grew in reverse when she remembered her miscarriage. A teenager who spoke in echoes when she felt abandoned. They met in the thrift store basement, sat in a circle, shared their rituals, their triggers, their metamorphosis. Zora's antlers grew during every meeting. She didn't hide them. Said they were her truth. Said pain isn't weakness, it's evolution. Zora started sleeping with her windows open. Said she wanted the wind to witness her transformation. Said pain needs fresh air. The antlers grew slower now, not because she forgot, because she remembered differently. She stopped flinching when they sprouted, started naming them. This one's for the silence. This one's for the apology I never got. This one's for the version of me that stayed too long. She said naming pain makes it less mysterious. Said mystery is where shame hides. Zora revisited the bone archive, rearranged the photos, not chronologically, emotionally, grouped them by texture, by tone, by what she learned. She added captions. This one taught me boundaries. This one taught me rage. This one taught me softness. She invited the Antler Choir to view it. They cried, not from sadness, from recognition. Said it felt like seeing their own pain in someone else's handwriting. Zora smiled. We're all writing the same book, just different chapters. Rafi was leaving. Said he taught the cart everything it needed to know. Said emotions ferment. Said healing is seasonal. He handed Zora a final blend, lavender, charcoal, and pear. Said it was for integration. She drank it, felt her spine hum, her scalp cool. The antlers didn't grow, but her breath deepened. Rafi hugged her, whispered, "You're not broken, you're blooming." She cried. Said it felt like being seen without being explained. Layla invited Zora to a ceremony. Not public, not performative, just a gathering of people who turned pain into art. Each person wore something they made from their own grief. A necklace of burned letters, a dress stitched from hospital gowns, a ring carved from a broken promise. Zora wore her antler crown, called it becoming, stood in the center, said nothing, just breathed. The room pulsed, like everyone exhaled at once. One morning, Zora woke up, and the antlers didn't dissolve. They stayed, solid, elegant, quiet. She didn't panic, didn't hide, just stared at herself in the mirror and whispered, "I'm ready." She walked to work without a scarf, People stared. Some smiled. One woman whispered, "I wish I had mine." Zora nodded, said, "You do. You just haven't named it yet." I don't know if Zora's antlers ever fell off again. I don't know if she still photographs them. I don't know if the antler choir still meets. But I do know this. Zora stopped hiding, started naming, started blooming. She folded pain and the rituals into crowns, into smoothies, into silence. She didn't erase the past, she wore it. She sculpted it. She grew from it. And maybe that's enough. Maybe transformation isn't a clean break. Maybe it's bloom, memory, bloom. Maybe it's this story. Maybe it's you.